Hello, it's Layefa. How are you? So, as you can see, I've painted my room. Well, half of it. The other half, the husband's gonna do it because this is long. Odessa has been eating pasta with me, which is really good. She's just eating it. Like, usually I make it a bit more buttery, so she struggled a bit. Baby-led weaning is actually working. Sometimes I take her out of her high chair and put her in a tray. She's eating pasta, guys. Yeah, she's doing really well with the whole weaning. I feel like I'm going to have to add lots of accents of colour within the room to give the room character. Anyway, I probably might, if I don't see you later on today, I'll see you tomorrow because it's going to get crazy now. I've got to pick up the boys.
If you do it when I pick up... So
Israel, less talking, more doing, yeah?
Where's my coat?
I think it's in the pocket. If you're not wearing those shoes, can you put them away, please? What do you you and me. Good girl. It's another day in Lele land. I'm just giving Odessa a mashed potato with bits of mackerel in there. We just had mackerel about, so I've like mashed it into the mashed potato. I know it's very random. Yeah, yummy, yummy, yummy. In my tummy, the potato goes. You see, some days I got this, and other days it's like, today is one of those meh. It's a lot easier when your child is a foodie and loves food because you could just give them anything and they'll eat it. But if they're quite particular, Isaac was a complete foodie, loved literally anything you gave him, he'll hold it down. Israel was the same until, oh my goodness, I want to say 9 months. Then he just switched, and it was really hard to feed him for a really long time, up until he started school, nursery actually. So from 9 months up until 3 years old. Oh my goodness. And I remember I went on a healthy eating course, like for kids, like trying to find out different ways to encourage him to eat, and everyone's saying, oh, it's just a phase. That was a really long phase, and I think what helped with nursery is him seeing other children eat, and then it just switched again, so now he loves food. Yeah, that was a tough time. I have 2 Spidermen today. Hi, Spider Boys.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, so let's get into this story of how Israel became addicted to the whole Spider-Man thing. And I think it's really my fault. And I thought I would do something different and It's one of the skills that I used to have as a child, and then ever since I got into graphic design and using computers and drawing on computer, I do it less and less. So one day, on this fateful day, we went to my grandmother's house, and let's just pretend I'm doing an amazing job of drawing my grandmother's house with all these gorgeous windows. It feels like a party, and it isn't. It's just like a regular Sunday because all the grandkids are around, all the great grandkids. Now, don't get me for my drawing. It was most probably a weekend, like a Saturday. When we end up there, it's like a full house. Ended up spending the night there. I don't think my hubby spent the night, but me and the kids did. And my grandma has this huge living room. It's a big, massive corner sofa, and it doubles up into a sofa bed. Oh my gosh, haha, watch me attempt to draw Israel. He likes to wake up at ridiculous o'clock in the morning. This is him, bright-eyed, wide awake, 6 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 5, and he's jumping up and down on the sofa, and we're all still sleeping. And I think it's a Sunday, and because we went to bed late, I don't think anybody, other than probably my mum and my grandma, I don't think anybody's getting up for church. That day we're like, no, we've had a late night, we've all been chatting and drinking, not drinking alcohol, just drinking super malt. Israel's up and he's jumping up and down like, Mommy, and I'm like, oh, is this boy, is he actually serious? Like, that's what jumping looks like in my eyes, yeah? Me making noise, I'm like, no, it's too early for this. It's just too early. Look, but he was about 2 years old. So I pull out my phone and I'm like, I'm looking for something for him to watch on YouTube that will just occupy him until I'm actually ready to get up. I don't know what possessed me. He's never asked to watch Spider-Man, and at that time he wasn't really like that into TV, but I just typed in the search Spider-Man, and what came up were the old like episodes of Spider-Man from the 1950s or 1960s. I don't know. Somebody comment below and tell me when Spider-Man actually started. You know, those episodes are like the voice is very monotone, very dull, like, hi, I'm Spider-Man. And I'm telling you, from that day, he was absolutely hooked. My son doesn't look like that. I just pretend this is my son, yeah? He looks really grown, doesn't he? iPhone in hand. How do I make my child look more black though? I think it's the nose. It's the nose. On his 3rd birthday, my good friend, bought him a Spider-Man costume. And that's how the love for Spider-Man came along. It was all my fault. But I still think it's cute. Like, now he doesn't just like Spider-Man. He's expanded and he likes all superheroes. He likes Power Rangers. When he started nursery, so you know they come to your house, they do the home visit, and they ask you, or well, at least our nursery asked us, what are your child's interests? What are they into? What are their favorite toys? Just so they know, they have it on their records and they can use that to teach them and build conversations with them, whatever. And he had the most amazing nursery teacher. Her name was Santos. She was like, oh, she was just brilliant. I'm gonna try and draw her. She was so nice and warm and fun, energetic, passionate, and just really good at her job. It was probably a really bad drawing of her as well. And she'd dress really quirky and have like ribbons and bows in her hair, and she just looked really appealing to the children. She looked like something out of CBeebies land. She was so cool. If you were a parent, you kind of secretly wanted her to be your friend. I'm telling you, she made every child feel special. That's my drawing of her. She looks nothing like that, I promise you. If I put eyelashes on her, maybe she'll look better. She had these really cool Converses, and they had like Spiderman detail on them. And she'd say, oh look, Israel, look, I've got Spiderman. Amazed. The parents of the kids that went to Israel school, I don't know how impressed they were. One mum in particular would always say, my son always comes home talking about Spider-Man, and he's never watched Spider-Man a day in his life. And I always felt quite embarrassed, like I didn't want to tell her, oh, it's my son. But I think she clocked on afterwards, because he'd always say, oh, Israel this and Israel that. I'm Israel's mom, I'm Isaac's mom. And Israel pretty much influenced his whole class into the whole Spider-Man love that he had. Isaac loves all superheroes. He loves Batman. I think it's that whole, you know, second child, and especially because they're the same gender, looking up to the first child and wanting to do everything that the first child does. I think as they like develop and they're in different years, I'd get to see more of what Isaac really liked. Yeah, but that's the story of Spider-Man, how he got into it. It was me wanting that extra sleep and just wanting to put my son on snooze. Come on, your child's waking up 5 o'clock in the morning on a weekend. Really? Like, really? I think Santosh had a huge impact on not just Israel, but a lot of the kids in his class. She was amazing, such a good teacher. I feel very blessed that my children got to experience her. I hope this has been something fun, something different for the vlog. But shall we roll on to the next day? Okay, let's roll on to the next day. What's happened? What's the matter? We've been out and about, well, kind of, sort of, not really. Took Odessa to playgroup. She had lots of fun, and I'm just about to make lunch for myself. I feel like I haven't really been vlogging. Maybe it's because I haven't really had a sit down with you, but let me eat first because the tummy needs food. So finally, I'm sitting down and I'm about to dig into my lunch. Do you want to see what I'm having? I'd share it with you. So today I've got rice and stew. So this was the stew that I made yesterday, but I made a big enough pot for it to last a few nights because I like to batch cook. And then rice, I fried some plantain. I bought 3 for £1, and I've usually always like to have cucumbers because I do like having salad, but sometimes I just can't be bothered to make a salad. So yes, I'm gonna tuck in now. No, don't breathalyze my camera, thank you. Would you like a plantain? Is that how you smell? She's never had plantain before. Yeah. Yeah, and I think she likes it. Well, she's not really, she's kind of just sucking on it right now, which is fine. I'm not sure if I've shared it with you, but friends and I have a thing that if somebody doesn't like fried plantain, they have a questionable character. I was talking to my friend today and she was like, she doesn't like it. I'm like, excuse me? You don't like plantain? You're rude? Like, you're actually rude. How can you not like plantain? Yeah. Yeah. She says she doesn't like plantain. Can you believe that? I think that's rude. I think it's rude. Yeah. Yeah. Don't rub your plantain on me. It's almost time to get the boys from school. I've just got changed because I was sweating. I was doing stuff anyway. And Israel this morning was saying that he wants sandwiches. I can't remember what I did last week, but because he has after school, I usually try and get him some sort of snack so that he's not completely starving. And he also has football today, so Thursdays he usually has a lot going on and he's requested sandwiches. I'm just gonna make ham and cheese sandwiches. It's like, you know, Master Israel has asked for something, so, you know, mummy / maid / chef / driver / whatever else I am, you know, I must deliver. So, you know, let's make these sandwiches. I'll come. In you go. Alright, everybody. Yeah, coats off.
And what?
Shoes away. Let's find the cupboard hole for our shoes. Take off your shoes, everybody. Okay. Hi. Thank you so much for watching this week's vlog. Look, I'm so cheeky. I've got my pajama bottoms on. It's really late at night. It is currently Saturday night. I don't even know what to say to wrap up this week because it's been very chill. I'm like that mum right now doing lots of after school activities with the kids. What have you lot been up to? Let me know. I think about like the things that the boys are into and what they're doing now, and she's still very young and it's gonna be a while before I find out what she's into as she sort of develops her own little personality. I'm quite excited to see if she's a girly girl. Will she be a tomboy girl because she's got 2 brothers? I'm a bit of a boisterous child if I was a child, and when I say boisterous, I don't mean like I act like a boy because that's not what boisterous actually means. Like, I'm quite, you know, what's the word, I'm quite boisterous. So I wonder if she'll be like me. I hope you've enjoyed this week's vlog. I've tried to be a little bit different this week. What do you think of the white background? Are you thinking, oh my god, typical YouTuber? I know I had to conform a little bit. Not that I wanted to conform, but it does look better how the light bounces off you, and especially when you're of a deeper complexion, it really does look better. I do plan to have some accents of colour here and there. Obviously the famous chair will remain. Yeah, I'm working on it. I take my time when I'm decorating. I don't rush it. I like to live in it a bit and see how I feel. So at least once I've finished this area, I do want to do like a office space tour, but just give me a while. I want to thank you all so much, those of you who watch week in, week out. You're so nice. Hit the thumbs up button. You know I'm going to tell you it helps me out a lot, right? But it really, really does. So don't be rude. Just. Thank you. Thanks. Just, yeah, thanks. Until my next video, think smart, work hard, and make it happen. Bye.